I don't know about you guys, but these tiny impact wrenches get me a lot more excited than some of the really large impact wrenches that are coming out at this point in time. This is DEWALT's new 20-volt Atomic series impact wrench. It comes in a 1/2 inch and 3/8 inch anvil. It's model number DCF921 for the 1/2 inch, DCF923 for the 3/8 inch. It's rated at 300 foot-pounds fastening and 450 foot-pounds removing. Now those numbers are huge for something this small, and obviously there's going to be some hammering action for some period of time going on while you're doing those types of numbers. For me personally, I use this as assembly, disassembly on things that are much lower than those numbers. So we're going to test this out to see if it'll do the numbers that it's stated, but we're also going to show this in use as to realistically where people are going to use this on a daily basis. We're going to go through this top to bottom. It's pretty cool. Stay tuned. This is the typical configuration you'll find most of my compact impact wrenches in. Compact battery, lightweight, easy to move around, smaller socket on here. I'm just doing small tasks. The cool part about this is doing small tasks, I still have some decent control. Basically, this is 2 speeds. You got 1, which pretty decent, variable speed trigger is awesome, and 2, which really starts to kick it. There's a big difference between 2 and 1 since we're skipping, the 3 speed. And then we have a machined fastener setting. This for removal is going to remove at full force up until it comes down to very little tension, and then it'll slow down so you don't send a bolt or nut whipping across the floor. For this size tool, to me, this isn't really useful. But that's just me. If you'd use it, let me know. They also have a lag bolt setting on here, so if you're screwing lags for decks, you got that taken care of. The membrane switches down here are nice. I miss the old slide, 1, 2, and 3. That's just me. But the cool part to me is that we have control of the light. We can turn it off, so even when the trigger is pulled, it doesn't come on. We can turn it on low, and we can turn it on high. It'll stay on 10 to 15 seconds after the trigger is let loose. Other than that, the DEWALT grip here is perfect. I have larger hands, so I still have tons of room in here. Ergonomics is pure DEWALT with this pistol grip. I absolutely love it. The tool connect is down here on the bottom. If you are a tool connect guy, let's put this guy to use. To me, these compact impact wrenches are just perfect for assembly, disassembly, adjustments. They're small, easy to use, and I don't need the crazy power. Something like this here, I'm just gonna use level 1, go at it, it's gonna be super quick. That's what makes this nice. It's fast and easy. Another situation where level 1 just seems to fit perfectly, working with aluminum. Something small like this I can carry around with me. It allows me to have an extra hand open so I can tighten things up, get them where they need to be, hold them in place, and know that I'm not going to strip something out just because I have too much power, but I also have a lot of control with this. Well, this is completely under the limit of what this tool will do. This is not where I would use it, although it's rated for it. It's simply going to take too much hammering to pull off a lug nut that's around 150 foot-pounds. Check it out. Let me know what you do. It works, right? But are you going to do that for each one? No, I would grab a mid-torque, something that's going to just snap it off pretty quick. And that's gonna supposedly get us close. Again, I like the speed of just zip, 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 zip if I'm taking lug nuts off. It's pretty awesome that we have to get out a 4-foot long, 3/4 inch torque wrench to test out a compact impact wrench that's this size, right? 5 inches front to back. Absolutely crazy. Let's just remove this guy a little bit. Okay, we're gonna tighten it up, give it some time to hammer because that's what it's gonna need. See if we can make 300 foot-pounds. We're not moving it at that point anymore. Okay, right here. Watch this end. That's not bad. We didn't make 300 foot-pounds with this bolt, this particular socket, whatever. It is what it is. We were off by a little bit. That doesn't surprise me, but at the same point, I know that this will make ratings on probably a smaller bolt or a little different situation. Let's tighten this guy up to 400 foot-pounds. And then go from there as far as what it will remove. That little bit went from 300 to 400. We can do it again. That's where we're at. Let's try to remove it. It gave it a little in the beginning and then stopped. It's not gonna do it. I go back to, while I think in different situations, different bolts, different whatever, it may do it, but this is so perfect for much smaller use. And to do this test right, we should have a 5 amp hour battery on the bottom. That just gives us that little bit extra to pull from. And we'll tighten this guy up, see where we get, and see if we can get to 300 foot-pounds. Quite a bit of hammering, but let's see where we got. Okay, here we go. Ready? No. That's not horrible. I get it. I still think it's compact in size. Now let's just try to remove it, see how much hammering happens. Right? It did it. No issue, but realistically, that's a lot of hammering. And if you're working on stuff this size, wouldn't you want a bigger impact wrench? So am I disappointed at all in this tool because in my unscientific testing, it didn't hit specs? Heck no. I think if you go out on the internet, you'll be able to find someone with a testing board and you'll actually be able to see them hit DEWALT specs on that testing board. It doesn't matter if it's indoors on a testing board, outdoors, whatever it is, rusted, not rusted. I don't care if it hits 450 foot-pounds because I would never use it to remove something that's 450 foot-pounds. And I wouldn't rely on this tool to do so, and I hope you wouldn't also. That's a ton for this thing to remove, and it lives much better in the 150 and lower. It's snappier, it's happier, it's quick, it's easy, it's controllable. That's what I would use something this small for. I'd keep that compact battery on it. I wouldn't go up to the 5 amp hour, although it doesn't fit or feel that bad with it on there. It's much more balanced and easy to move around with the compact. And realistically, this thing does some awesome stuff. I like that. And to me, that's what I want. Installing, moving, adjusting. I want something quick so that I have a hand free to do more things and it works better. My opinion. Again, a lot of people ask me, would you buy this tool to work on suspension? No, simply I wouldn't. I wouldn't buy this tool if I was going to use it to consistently rotate tires. Will it consistently rotate tires? Yes, but you'll hammer longer, and I'm not a big fan of that. You get one tire shop who gets some guy who tightens your lug nut up too tight. They're going to come on here whining and say, hey, it won't even really remove my lug nut. Well, guess what? This removed, on our situation, 300 foot-pounds. So if somebody put your lug nut on over 300 foot-pounds, it ain't coming off with this, per our testing. It might come off, but get a bigger one if that's what you're looking at. Mid-torque, even go a little bit bigger than that if you're doing suspension. This is great. Small assembly, good stuff that's engine compartment related, engine work, all that. That's where I believe this lies, and it does an awesome job of it. The computer controlled machine nut removal setting, I'm not a big fan of. I'm working on smaller stuff, and by the time I get to the point where that nut or bolt is removed and it's small, it's not caught up with me. Learn to use your finger, and I think that's where it should be at. If you can control this gun, which the trigger is fully controllable, you'll be fine. Use setting 1 and 2. The lag setting on here, I don't get into setting a lot of lags. If I did and I was working on a deck, I think I'd still go bigger, But if you are working on a deck with this, you are perfectly fine. I think it'll do it no issue. You might sit on each lag a little bit longer than expected because it's compact. It's tiny, man. It's just not meant for that heavy duty work, but DeWalt set it up for a lot of different people, and I think that's super cool. If you're looking for something that's small, comfortable, great for little stuff, this is another yellow version that is going to work excellent for you. Comments, as always. I expect a lot on this video just because there's a few controversial things in here of who should use what for what, and I'll use this for that, and everybody's got their own thing, and that's awesome. I just showed you what I'd use this for and what I'd suggest it for. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe. Thank you for your time. Have a great day.